test. Let's just test it out. Let's see. Testing. Let's see if that works. Hey, Miguel. How's it going? I'm trying out something. I don't know if this is going to work. But anyway, my internet's been weird today. How are you doing? Happy Monday? How's life? Good to see you. How are the chickens? Hopefully they're doing well. Let's see here. I'm going to try it this way. Yeah. All right, now. Let's see if this works. I'm going to start this hat. I'm going to try this again, part 2. So how are you doing? Looks like nice variegated, yes. Yep. Now I got to find the end here. Oh, there's the end. Yeah, this is this Noro Granny D loves so much. So that's hers. She's probably sleeping, which I don't blame her. Yes. Yeah, today's been a long, it's already been a long day. Trying again. Hey, Suzanne. Susan E., good to see you. Allergies and sore throat. Oh, wow. Hopefully you're, that'll pass. Although we're getting, I don't know, it's weird. We're getting rain right now. So I'm not sure what's happening. It looks rainy. Well, it wants to rain, I guess. Because they were talking about rain. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to just start this. All right. Don't be nasty. Ay. Uh-oh. That's the wrong one. There we go. Yes. I got it. I got it. See, I'm pretty good, huh? No, I got it. Just a little knitting. Let's see how this goes here. I'm going to try. I'm at a little bit of a weird angle, but it is what it is. Yes. Hold on. Yep. A little bit of a weird angle. So I'm hoping it's not too bad. Let's see. All right. Uh-oh. There we go. Yep. Yes. Vermonster. So you're from, is that Vermont, I guess? Don't know too much about Vermont. I think I was there one time. Oops, this keeps slipping off. Here, there we go. Okay. I'm just going to put some stitches on here. So we'll see. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. Just easier. Maybe I'll do double. Yeah. I wasn't gonna, but I guess I will. So how are your socks, Susan? Hopefully they're good. Oh, you got a dentist. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Yeah. I lost some hours this morning, so I'm like, Just got to sort of keep my hours going. So I'm going to do this. Oops, I'm going to start this. Hopefully I won't knock this over. There we go. Yes. Okay. But I'm trying this a different way here. Because I just didn't have... I'm trying to touch the phone as little as possible. Oh, thank you. 4T, I'm back. Oh, so I'm going to start a hat. So I'll show you. I made this one the other day. And so I do some knitting and crocheting. But this is the hat I made the other day. And, well, thanks, Susan. Yeah, I need to make a dental appointment, too. Because I really want to get my, I really want to get a good cleaning. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, Miguel said he's having allergies. Yeah, sore throat. Yeah, that's terrible when you start to feel crappy. Yeah. Because allergies feel just like colds, you know? They really do. I'm going to try to do 80 stitches. This is a lot. Probably going to do 75. They say usually do 80. I'm doing the Ross hat, which, if you know what that is, he's one of the YouTubers that has this pattern, and I know it pretty much. Hang on a second. I know it pretty much from scratch in my head. Yep, I know. It's a pain, isn't it? But do you get injections? I know I had to get them years ago. They worked a little bit, but they weren't perfect. You know what I mean? So there you go. I'm going to have to count these, but I lost track. But I sort of know just based on my... I hope you feel better soon. Sometimes the day goes on, you feel better. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Hopefully that'll work out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should have probably cast it on first and turn it on. Yep. Mm-hmm. But I'm just putting stitches on the needle here. So that's probably all we'll get to. But, you know, this is how you start a hat. I'm doing the long tail cast on. Whew, hopefully I have enough. I don't know. I don't think I will, but we'll see. I'm going to count real quick. I got 26. Ooh. I might only get about 40. Should have done it longer. Yeah, maybe I'll do it just a little bit longer. I need to get at least 65, 70. I don't know. It's going to be really close. We'll see what happens. If not, I'll start again. But this is kind of like... The long tail cast on is kind of a pain because if you don't pull out enough yarn to start with, you have to sort of go back and do it, which is a pain. Oh, here we go, Cicely. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, I'm going to knit a little bit, I hope. If not, I'll pull out my scarf, which will be more interesting than this. Yep, so just casting on right now. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to be short. I can tell. It's going to be so close. I might be able to fudge it. Let's see. Yep. But I'm going to count. I think I have about 40. I need about 70 just to be real close. I think when I did this before, I did like 68 or something with this yarn, and it worked out perfectly because this really stretches. Hey, much love. Oh, thank you so much. Jewelry Stay True Gaming. I appreciate it. Yeah. Positivity is good. That's the plan. Hi, hi, hi. Yep. All right, I'm going to count here. So this is what I got going here. So. Got 45. Ooh. Yeah, I'm probably only going to be able to do about 60. Oh, well. Here we go. We're just going to keep going. Oh, 49. All right. Yeah, I'm going to only probably get 60. Yeah. But that might be okay. I'm going to see how long. We have to measure this real quick. See how long this will be. Because I am really squishing this on here. Yeah, I'm back. I'm trying it again. I said every time I try to do something positive, I swear, the YouTube gods go, nope, none of that. Yes, but I figure I got a couple of views. That's good. I'm just gonna try to get just a couple more, and then that should get me enough for today, and I'm good. Yep, because I know you're coming later. Yep, should be coming on 7 Eastern, about 12 hours from now. Let's see. I may have to do some. Yeah, I may have to do something here. Let me count them real quick. Again. All right. I think I have about 60, which is what I was guessing. Uh, 50. 58. Ew. Didn't I tell you I was going to get 60? Let me do 2 more. I knew it. I said I almost have this eyeballed. That's scary, isn't it? Oh, well. I might start with 60. Let's see what happens. I'm going to see how long this is. And then, so I really should have like 70. But, got 60. So there it is. So it's all on there. This is the circular needle here. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to try not to twist. But then you just start knitting. And that's my tail. And this is connected to the rest. Oh, hey, 4T. Thanks for rejoining. I appreciate you coming back. And good luck on those studies. Good for you. Say, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for. In good times, bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. Oh, that's what friends are for. Okay. Now he does a knit 3. Uh-oh. I can get that through. Come on. He does a knit 3, purl 2 ribbing. Which I think I read that wrong. But he does, yeah, it's knit 3. Let me see. Yeah, knit 3, purl 2. Oh, you know what? I forgot to connect. I got to connect it before I start. But that's what he starts it with. So let me take those 3 out. Yeah, he does a knit 3, purl 3 ribbing. So I got to connect this first. Whoops. See, this is when you do this on the fly, this is what happens. All right, there we go. All right, I'm going to connect it real quick. I got to do this behind the scenes here. And then Then you start the ribbing. But you got to make sure it doesn't twist. So I'm making sure it doesn't twist there. Hold on. I'm going to line them all up. So I'm lining the stitches up like that. So they're all facing the same direction. Yep. And then I'm going to connect them. So hang on just a sec. And happy Monday, Vanessa. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Yep. Yeah, 4T is in Malaysia. That's right. Malaysia. Way over there. All right, so here it goes. I'm going to connect this behind the scenes. And hopefully this will work. Let's see what happens. So I don't want to knock this over. But anyway, happy Monday. Make sure you guys, start your week off on a positive note. And, enjoy the day. And also try to seize the day, as they say. And what I mean by seize the day is just make sure that you, if you have any plans of anything that you want to do, just go out there and get started. And then everything doesn't have to be perfect. But, it's all good. Yes, yes. Oh, happy Monday. Glad you're here on your channel. Okay, thank you, Becky. Yeah, I'm back again. I'm hoping that this works. Let's see here. See if I can get this. So I'm connecting this round real behind the scenes here. I just want to make sure I don't drop it or get this twisted. So I'm going to be in the shot in just a second. Hopefully this will work. All right. Making sure this isn't twisted. Okay. All right, let me connect that. Slide this down. I think we're good. It's always scary. You never know. Okay. All right. Let me get started here. Push this down. Hopefully this isn't twisted. But if it is, it's like no big deal. Like I said, most of these things I make, I'm going to donate. Not that it's, a bad thing, but, you want to do them as nicely as you can. Let me turn this around, make sure this is good. Gotta pull this. Yeah, these circular needles for me are a pain. Like, I'm much better with the straight ones. And, pull this back. So I'm doing some finagling here. Let me pull this back. These are not the best circular needles. I need to invest in some good ones. Yep, and thanks to those. Oh, Sweet Pea said, yeah, I'm going to try again here. Let me pull these forward. Okay. Hopefully this will behave itself. But starting is the hardest part. Excuse me, with knitting. Oh, pain for me too, circular needles. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like, everybody loves them. I'm like, bleh. I mean, not bleh, but I'm just, I could do better. I could do without them. All right. See if I can get this around here. Okay. Here we go. I think. Well, I gotta put this behind. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. So I got it on there. So this is my connecting stitch here. Oh, there's Scott. Are you done already? Oh my gosh. So anyway, Scott, you gotta I gotta find out, are you working later? Or within like an hour or something? Just let me know. Because I just wanted to catch up with you on that thing. Ooh, this is going to be real tight. Pull that loose there. Okay, so now I'm going to do the He does knit 3. Hold on. He does knit 3, purl 2. So hold on, I'm doing the wrong. Got to knit. So we'll see how this works here. These first stitches are really tight, so bear with me. If I can just get this in here. That's very tight. Pulled this a little too tight. There's one. So yeah, he does knit 3. Oh boy, did I pull this tight. I gotta loosen up my grip here. See, this is Monday morning. Okay. Okay. Woo! This is tight as tight. Okay. There we go. Okay, it's knit 3. And then he does the purl 2, and he just does the ribbing all the way around. And hopefully you can see that. Knit 3, purl 2. Yeah, I'm pulling this really tight. I got to stop being so tight. Tight, tight, tight. Come on. Yeah, this is really tight. But the next row should go better. Knit 3, purl 2. Let's see. Diamond Ring Girl, hey! Good to see you. Going for coffee. All right now. I just did mine. Good to see you. Ooh, yeah, look how tight these stitches are. I have to push them forward. Tight, tight, tight. Let's see. Knit 3. Purl 2. Knit 2. Let's do one more. Knit 3. Yes. I'm getting there. But this is the struggle is real. Purl 2. Yeah. So anyway, well, thank you all so much for coming. This is exciting. Yep. And eventually this loosens up. Yeah, as you see. Knit 3. Purl 2. And this is the yarn I'm using. There it is. Pretty bright colors. It's 100% wool, and that's Noro. Yep. So I'm finishing up this wool. So that's my evil plan, is to finish up the wool before the weather breaks. And I'm going to be very close. I got to really step up my speed here. Which I will do. Yep. And hopefully you can see that. Whoops, hold on. Yep. Okay. You see it's starting down this end here. Okay. But, yep, if we get through this first row, we should be good. Let me see here. Purl 2. Okay. Purl 2. So, what is everyone's big week plans? I know for me, I did some destashing this weekend. So, I'm going to be giving some stuff away to my group. And, yep. So, we'll see. Let me just count this again. Sorry about the shaking here. Knit 3, purl 2. Yep. Let me just check it real quick. Beautiful yarn, love wool. Yeah, me too. Yeah, a lot of people are not fans. But I think it's the best because it really holds up, you know. Purl 2, knit 3, purl 2, knit 3, purl 2, knit 3, purl 2. Yeah, just checking. All right, here we go. Keep going. Uh-huh. Yeah, and I'm just checking to make sure it's not twisted. That's always the thing that you worry about. Yep. Let's do it again here. Try to move that back a little better. Okay. All right, so we're going to keep going with the ribbing. But anyway, the ribbing makes everything stretchy. So, oh, you got, how much snow did you get? Ooh. You love wool too. That's good. Yep, let's do it this way. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Knit 3 more stitches. But hopefully, trying to get this little thing out the way there. There we go. Yeah, sometimes the okay. 3. I'm gonna purl 2. So is anybody into knitting, or anybody thinking about doing knitting that hasn't done it? Because we got a couple of knitters here. Hopefully this will, come on. Pulling this real tight. Yeah, this is getting very tight again. Purl 2. So, let's do it again. Oops. Don't want to knock that over. 2. Yep. Yeah, this is looking pretty good, I think. Yes. See what happens. But if this gets real tight, I might have to get started a little bit more, and I'll come back another time. But we'll see. Just make sure. Let's see. Purl 2, knit 3, purl 2. Yep. And we'll go there. But these, this Noro, you know, it does its own self-striping. And it really comes out different than what it looks like. And that's like most variegated yarns. And when I made this before, it had more of the purple. Oh, you do some knitting and you like Shy Goo. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, so you know what's funny? The interchangeable ones, those are really nice. But you know what? I have a problem. A couple of times I had them, you know, falling off. Not falling off, but you know what I'm saying? They separate, you know, from the little thing. And so I always have to check them, like about every row or two. I don't know if you ever do that. But you're packing up your sock knitting, take along. Okay, good for you. But anyway, let's see. So I'm going to see. I'm trying to finish this row. Then I'll show you my other little scarf I did. So that's 2 pearls. Let's go to the knit. Yeah, because this thing is it's really fighting me today. You're fighting. I don't want to knock this over. There we go. Let's knit these 3. I'll try to finish this row. And then I'll show you my other thing I made. Knit 3. Yeah, and this is for Joan. I made this other hat yesterday, or the day before. So, it's looking pretty good. This one here, this was this stuff from Joann's. It's called, well, I don't think it's their own brand, but it's called Fair Isle. And I guess they use it to make those thick sweaters. And, yeah, it's kind of interesting, but it's really hot. Like, I put this on and I thought I was going to die. I took a little sip. Oh, just a few items. Like, what are you into making? Yeah, see, hats are fast for me, you know, and I think that's why a lot of people make hats. I'm not a shawl person. Oh, Hobby Lobby interchangeable knitting needles are bad for unscrewing themselves. Yes, Sweet Pea said, because that's my problem. I always have issues with them with falling apart. And I just go, for me. And then I've had like catastrophe. You know what I mean? Let's see. Purl 2, knit 3. Purl 2, knit 3. Okay, cool. But have you guys ever made the Ross hat? And it's a very popular pattern. And he has it. It's, oh boy. I always get his name wrong. It's called, oh boy. He has see, these channel names, sometimes I just have a hard time remembering them because they're odd. And usually odd is good, but for his channel, I always forget the name of it. I just have a mental block, but it's called like Smell Great Yarn or something. It's very bizarre. And he's from Wisconsin, I think, or in that area, in the Midwest. And he makes this hat. Everybody makes this hat. And I did a modified one of this hat, which I did not bring with me. I should have brought it with me so you could sort of see it. Well, actually, that hat I just made was sort of a modified version of it. And, but he's got it in fine, worsted weight, DK. He has it in every potential thickness of yarn. And, he kind of worked it out. And like I said, I think I saw this pattern, like, I want to say around 2015 or 16. It's an old, not old, but it's a decent pattern. Have you tried Yukon yarn? No, I have not. Oh, and Susan hasn't tried that hat. Oh, yarn weight? I'm kind of in the, I tend to do middle, I guess a 4 or 5. And I usually don't, go much past a 5, but sometimes I do. It's weird. Like I started playing around with that blanket yarn, which I really started to enjoy. I didn't think I would like it so much, but I loved it. And but it's one of those things. It's kind of weird to me though, because it's sort of polyester. I don't know, but I think the kids enjoy it. The blanket yarn, because it's fast. But I don't know. I don't know. I still like wool. I like the natural, so I like the cottons and the wools better. And I always have. But I have to check out those chai goos. I think I was in a store and they had them. And I went, and I think they were pricey, and that's why I didn't. I don't know. I always get, like, concerned when I see, if it's more than, like, 40, $50, I lose my mind. Let's see. So, Sweepy Sid said, smell great guy? That's it. Thank you. Is that who you were talking about that he does Smells Like Yarn podcast? Yes, that's him. Yep. And I said that name is so strange. I just can't get it in my head. It's just like, yes. And yeah, yes. And although like I can tell, like he's a yarn addict. And I don't know if he does as much. I used to follow him a lot closer back in the day. I just haven't been following him like I used to. Because he used to do yarn, because he lives near Hirschner's. So he goes to Hirschner's all the time. Well, he used to. I don't know. I think they closed the store, during COVID. But they used to have a store that was open on the weekends, I think, or the weekday. And, you could get really good deals if you walked in. And I thought, like, boy, that'd be so cool to go to Hirschner's. But I never made it there. But then COVID just really messed with how everything changed. That was so terrible. But anyway, there's like basically the first round, which isn't too bad. Still got a couple more stitches left, but the first round's always the hardest. Yep. 1, 2, 3, making sure. 2, purl 3. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. I normally do a knit 2, purl 2 ribbing, but he does a knit 3, purl 2 ribbing, which is different. And see, I must have read his pattern wrong. I've probably been doing it wrong the whole time. Yeah. 2. That's crazy. But anyway, he had a nice yarn. He always do yarn hauls, which I enjoy. I used to enjoy them, but now I have to really walk away from the yarn hauls. Because I think, you know, they're kind of, I'm not saying they trigger, but, you know, it used to make me want to buy stuff, and I really just never did. I mean, I was lucky that I never went too crazy with the yarn hauls, but I'm just going to pull some out here. Pulling some out. But anyway, but I just want to show you. So these are the colors. So you see, so the hat I made, and so this woman gifted me this, a couple of skeins of this Noro, and I knitted 3 hats, and one was more purple, this color here, and yeah, so this one does have a lot of purple in it. It had, like, the one that she had, it was weird. It came out, it was purple, then it did this orange, then it did the peach or the pink, and then the green. And then I forget how it went through, but it was nice. Oh, hi, Mine. Good to see you for the like. Long time no see. Thanks for coming in. And yes, the Knit 3 Purl 2 will give some stretch, but not as much as Purl 3. Right. Yes, I never understood why he did that. But I said I'm going to make it his way, at least more his way this time. But yeah, last time I did Knit 2 Purl 2, because that was just, I figured, because this is modified here. So that's what it is. Oh, welcome in. Yes. From Germany, right? Yes. Yeah, so this is Knit 2 Purl 2, which I liked it because it looks real, you know, even and whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, it came out real nice. So I don't know. So this Knit 3 Purl 2 will be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. But I'll show you this. So this is the first row. I'm going to have to pull this a little tighter. But at least I got the first row done. I'll show it to you, what it looks like. And these are not interchangeable needles. But it looks pretty good. You know, there we go. Let me pull that down. But there's the ribbing. But that's the hardest part. And then once you get past that, whoops, hold on. Once you get past this, it's much better. Yep, there we go. Let me pull that back. Oh, there's Liz. Oh, thank you, Liz, for coming in. But anyway, there it is. So I started another Ross hat. But it's going to be good. But like I said, it's so tight. Like, that's the only thing about these circular needles. I'm just not a fan, right? I'm like, rah. See, Becky and I can commiserate. But I'll show you this other thing. So I've been working on this scarf so long. I'm probably going to lose my mind. See, I'm using straight needles here. These are really short. And I think these are bamboo, maybe, or wood, some kind of wood. But I get these needles kind of in a, I've been doing thrift store stuff. So then what I do is I tend to, now of course this is getting tangled into something. Get out of here. But I'll pull this out. But this is my fancy yarn, which I'm not really a fancy yarn person. But this is, I'll show this again. So this is superwash wool called Deep Purple. Pure wool. See, the stamp is really running off. And I've been carrying this around, so it's getting beat up. But this is what it is. It's called, I don't know if it's Jagger or if it's Yager spun. But this company just went out of business. As soon as I discovered this, and this is probably a #1, it's very, very thin. So that's why this scarf is taking forever. Oh, you like the purple? Yep. Oh, yeah, everybody likes the purple. Hey, Rhonda. So blessed. Yeah. So, hey, Vom. Hey, hashtag VOM. Hey, how are you feeling? How you feeling? Hope you're doing okay. But yeah, this stuff is pricey. And I can't remember what it cost. But I ended up getting it in a bag of other yarn. So it was one of those things, it was kind of like, surprise. And then I went, oh, man, this is pretty good. Uh-oh, I got to untangle myself here. Of course, I'm tangled up. Let me see if I can untangle. I got caught in a cord. That's never good. So happy Monday, everybody. You know, I'll sort of redo my motivation talk. Like basically all I was saying today is just, you know, you have a choice to be happy or miserable. You know, so really what you want to do is you want to choose happiness. Happiness is inside of you, and nobody else can make you happy. It's a choice. It really is. And I'm learning in life that that is the case for sure. And other people try to rain on your parade, and you just have to say, don't rain on my parade, and don't let it happen. Yep. So you choose to be happy. Okay, 14, I see you. That's awesome. Okay, I'm still untangling. I think I got it. I got it. Yeah, just so I can pull this out. But anyway, I'm gonna crochet. I mean, I'm gonna knit a little bit. I said crochet. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna knit a little bit on this guy. And see, this scarf is getting long, but I did a little design there. And then, but you see, it's pretty drapey. So this is the knit side here. And let's see if you can see that better. And this is the back side. Back side's not pretty. It's the purl side. Yep. But there it is. All right, so we'll do a little bit on here. And I'll continue with the hat. But it's so tight, I just don't want to pull on it and drop it. It's just terrible. Okay, let me pull out the cord here. Let's see. Liz is saying, oh, Jackie's here. Hello. And you choose to be happy. Yeah, so that's the whole thing, you guys. Just try to stay as positive and happy as you can. I appreciate all the people that come to the channel. And I think we're all sort of like-minded in that way. Because I'm trying to leave. I don't want drama. We've had quite a lot of drama, in the crochet community. And hopefully, going forward, people will remove the drama. And then, and that's part of the plan of my channel, is just to be showing people that they can be creative, they can be positive, and you should never fear, um, you should just never fear being positive and being creative and, trying new things and stuff like that. Because I think that's the thing that a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people get stagnant. And, don't be afraid to try something different. So if you've never tried amigurumi, try amigurumi. If you've never tried making a wearable, try making a wearable. If you've, I'm trying to think what else. What else is there? If you've never made a shawl, make a shawl. If you've never knitted before, try knitting. If you've never crocheted before, try crochet, try embroidery, all those things. You know what I mean? And then you're good to go. Yeah. And then, and then just sort of try to cheer each other on. I think that's the other thing. Support each other. This was International Women's Month, I think. I don't know if it still is. Oh, you got a hiccup. Okay, with the video. Hopefully it's okay. Yeah. It looks like it's going. But, sometimes this does pixelate. This is YouTube's live stream. So they do kind of get you sometimes. You think you're good, but then sometimes you get a hiccup on the video. But, yeah. So just, yeah, don't worry. But we'll try to, we'll do a couple of rows here. And hopefully that'll be good. And so I'm just knitting the stitches here. This is a little faster for me. Well, this thing is so big now. But like I said, that first row of the hat was always scary. Let's see. Yeah, we need to build each other up. That's right, Liz. And, yeah. So that's the deal. But anyway, Susan, have a good day at the dentist. And, well, not a good day, but, hopefully everything comes out well for you and all that. So what are you up to today? So bless. Or if anybody else wants to share. Hopefully. Yep. Oh, yeah, thank you for the... Liz is my hype woman. Yep. Thank you so much, Liz. Yep. Oh, and you can drop your links if you want to. If you type Kelli in the chat, Nightbot should drop your link if you want to hook in. If you don't know each other, you want to make new friends, as they say, you can do that. Let's see. Also check out. Like I said, all the people in the chat are cool. You know, we're all somewhat creative. And hashtag VOM is working on her fitness, which is good. And I need to be doing more of that, which I will. Oh, you took the day off. Okay. So blessed. Good for you. Yeah. And like I said, little steps with that. You know, I don't know if there's an area of your house that you need to do more than the other, but, you know, my whole thing is I've been trying to start with the paper. And my husband and I have really, you know, shredded, got rid of the paper. Because I try not to keep a lot of that stuff. I think the only thing that they said that you need to keep are your tax documents and your bank documents. And then after that, it's like, whatever. You know what I mean? Yep. Oh, that's right. Liz is doing her llama. She's crocheting her llama for her daughter. Those are so cute. Yep. And there's a lot of good free patterns on Yarn Inspirations. Even though I'm not one of their ambassadors, but I tell people all the time, you know, they're the people that do Red Heart and Patons and some other yarns. Bernat. And, but anyway, they have a lot of free patterns for everything, like wearables. There's even, if you guys are into granny squares, they have a lot of granny square wearables on their website now that they got that new yarn. And then, where else do I get free patterns? Yeah, mostly Yarn Inspirations. Also Premier. Premier Yarns has some free patterns too. And it's for every type of yarn. Thick, thin, blanket, etc. Which is nice to have free patterns. And there's videos also. And let's see. Okay. You spilled tea on your white shirt. It's ruined. Oh no. Spilling tea is your passion. Okay, and then Susan said, I usually keep the year of my bills. 1 year of bills. Okay. Oh yeah, Ravelry does have a lot of free patterns. And hey, Brian Lynn, thanks for the pink poop. Yeah, the llama is adorable. You should check it out, Susan. If you get bored, yeah, check it out. It's on there. I downloaded that pattern a little while back, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to make that." But I haven't. Of course, have I made that yet? But I'm just trying to power through a lot of this stash. But it's it's gonna take me a while. But I normally don't use yarn this thin. But when you use the thin yarn, it's going to take a minute, But that's really cool. Yeah, they have nice patterns. Ravelry has nice patterns. Yep, thank you. And Brian Lynn saying hey to everybody. Good to see you, Mr. Brian. Yes. Looks very soft. Yes, it is. Yep. And this is one of those things where, yeah, Brian, just type Kelly. I think he did, but I can't remember if he did. Yep. Tee-hee. Oh, T-A. Yeah, Brian's a gamer too, right? Yeah. Yeah, 4T's a gamer. Oh, and I made 2 of the llama no drama. One for me and one for my granddaughter. Oh, Diamond Ring Girl. Oh, that's cool. Yes. I forget who did that one. The llama for no drama. I remember that one. Yeah. And hopefully I didn't miss any comments. I looked down for just a second. Looked away, I mean. Looked away. Let's see. Yeah, Diamond Ring Girl. Yep. That's pretty cool. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, pull this out the way. I'm getting everything tangled, so I'm going to pull this away. Take that away. But anyway, I found a little bit of this stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen this stuff. I found this in the thrift store. On the is that what it's called? The llama drama? I didn't know it had a name. Okay. Oh, so that was him. Oh, okay, okay. See, he worked. Yeah, he does work for Yarn Inspirations. But I found this stuff here in a little bag from the thrift store, and one of the ladies in my knitting group liked this stuff, and So I gave her like a whole bag. I went, here you go. And she was so happy. But it was really funny. But they had this like half a skate or a quarter of a skate. You can't do anything with this. I don't know what you do with this. But this is the stuff where you make those. Let me see if I can get in there. Where you make the fluffy scarves, and that's what you do. And you knit or you crochet around these little ladders, and it comes out really cute. But then I got hooked on this, and they haven't discontinued this, but most people don't buy this. This is one of those things that like it was popular, I think, in the '80s or something, or the early '90s, and but I think the colors are nice. Like see, it's got some pinks, pink, black, gray, little tan, and cream. So it comes out really pretty. But I gave her all the full skeins. I kept this one that was kind of not even half. Like this might actually make it might make like I don't even know if you could do a really short cowl or something. Yeah. Oh, you didn't like? Yeah, it's hard to work with. But what I noticed is if you I forget how they did it. I was doing it wrong. It worked out, but you sort of have to. Let me see if I can do this right here. Here we go. Yeah, you sort of have to pick a ladder. You just kind of go. You start here. So you put this. See how it has this thicker parts on the bottom? It's thicker on the bottom and then thinner at the top. So you have to crochet or knit. You can knit or crochet this through these little openings. And you sort of alternate. Like you see how there's one here, and one here. You crochet, you skip. So you can single crochet or you can, do a knit stitch, skip one, knit stitch, and keep going, keep going, keep going. You work your way all the way down the line. And then what it does is it curls and it ruffles up. And the ruffles are pretty interesting. But I ended up with these two partial, not even a skein. I don't even know what this is. Like this other one, this one here is like pink camo, which I really like this one, but I don't have enough to really do anything with. This is pink camo. Yeah. It's hard to see on the green, but there's camo there, and it's got this cream and pink. But I just thought that was really cool. But I found some really nice stuff in thrift stores. Every now and again, you get lucky. And that's how I found this, Jagger spun. But I ended up, like I said, I ended up giving this lady, because she said she wanted some of those scarves. And she said, I can't find it. But I found out, I think it just got discontinued, probably within the last year, which is funny. Yeah, you can crochet with it, but it is a pain, yeah. Oh, upstairs in the closet. Hold on, let me see if I can. Uh-oh. Let me see. I can't go back. Well, that yarn was hard. I have some of that yarn. Oh, upstairs in the closet. Gotcha. Yeah, but you can crochet or knit. It really doesn't matter. Hopefully I'm still moving. Yeah. There we go. All right. But I'm going to I'm pulling some of this out. So now I'm going to purl back. Purling back. So on the opposite side here. And, we'll keep going. But thank you guys so much for coming in. And hopefully, create something fun. And, yeah. Let me go back here. I got to pull this back. Yeah, I'm working in a little space here. Let's see, Brian Lynn's. Why are you laughing at me? And don't forget to hit the thumbs. Yep, Liz is my hype woman. So, but anyway, we'll keep going. I'll go for a little bit longer. Oh, we're at 54. Yeah, so I guess I'll do the hour and get moving. And then we'll see you guys later. Rosalie will be doing the group crochet knit tonight, which is pretty cool. Oh, bring it, make a sock. Susan's like, LOL. Yeah, I will do a sock. I am just not that great at them. I can make them. I made one sock. That's all I can tell you. But I have the single sock syndrome situation. Let's see if I can get back here. Yep. I have the single sock situation. So I got to work that. Do something better with that. Mm-hmm. Single sock. Yep. So, so next week. Oh, thank you for the live. Oh, thank you, Becky. Yeah, I appreciate you coming in. You've been a great supporter. We really appreciate you. Supporting all of us. Rosie, Noni, Liz. Yep. It's been amazing. Yeah, it's nice to meet up with people who enjoy what you do. So I appreciate it. Very, very grateful. Because you can go anywhere else. You know what I mean? You've got a lot to choose from on YouTube. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank you for the hearts, Rosalie. Yeah, so check out Rosalie. Did you drop your link, Rosalie? I think everybody knows you, but maybe Brian, if you want to come over later tonight, she'll be on at 7 Eastern, and we'll be hanging out and crocheting. And yeah, that's what we're doing. But we've been, since we've started doing this, it has really got me moving. I finally started my doing more. Because I was so bad. Like I do some knitting by myself or crocheting, but I'm very, very slow. So I find when I'm in a group, it sort of helps things go. It moves me forward faster, and that's what we like to do. And that was always the plan on my channel, was to do that, but I never could get people to do it. But I understand that live streaming isn't the best way, but I don't know. And I haven't decided to Zoom. A lot of people Zoom behind the scenes. But I don't know. It's a little pricey for what I'm doing right now. I think if I was earning more, I would do that. Yeah, there's Rosalie's link. Yes. How far are you on your hat? So I did a row and a half, and yes. And let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Yes, to be inspired and uplifted, please check out hashtag VOM. The voice it matters. Yes. Yep. So she's working on her fitness, and I recommend, and I'm telling myself this. Everybody, kind of don't forget to work on that. Like, it's a whole body thing. You have to. I heard this woman this morning, this motivational speaker. This woman's like in her 50s, and she's a preacher, and I cannot remember her name, but I'll have to find it. But oh, did you say lies are easy? Do you mean something is easy? I'm not sure, but she was in her 50s, and she has been through 3 divorces. And she said she finally found the man of her dreams, like after the third try. I guess she's on her fourth marriage. Yeah. But one of the things that she said was, you know, my husband doesn't need a fat wife. And I went, oh my God. But I think she's right. Like, you have to, it's not just your financial stuff, it's not just your um, emotional stuff. Like, it's the whole total package. And I said, oh man, she was probably talking to me. Because, like, as you get older, that weight just creeps on. And see, for me, it's been a slow creep, not a fast creep. Because I'm not really a bad eater, but, so I really could up my movement. Just going to say that. Yeah. So, and when she said that, I went, oh, wow, you don't need a fat wife. That is so smart. I mean, yep. But anyway, good to see you, Susan. Good luck. And then Suzanne said, ugh, easy. Still half asleep. I understand. And, oh, Becky's leaving too. Oh, Susan's saying, bye, Becky. I'll see you later. Bye, Becky. Hun, I'll see you later. Yep. Oh, have I made a bikini? That's what Brian Lynn's asking. Well, I've made a top. And, and actually, Ashley MOBS sort of showed me the ropes on that one, which I think was hilarious. Because I don't really see, they used to crochet bikinis back in the day, and I'll tell you a funny story. My neighbor had a crocheted bikini on, and we were at the city pool, and she jumped in, and that thing fell right off. And she had a lot to see. I'll just put it that way. And I went, oh my gosh, I'll never forget that. So I'm a little scared of the bikini tops. See, I guess if I had nothing, I would wear one, but I don't know. I don't think those are for what I call real women. And people were skinny, back in the day. And she was skinny, but she was very chesty. Yeah. Oh, I know. It was so funny. And she I saw her after she was, oh, anyway, so she was my sister's best friend at the time. And I said, dude, like, what happened? She goes, but anyway, but she said, I am chesty, and I should have known better. But how dare I, dive into the pool with a crocheted bikini top on? Yep. She goes, I wasn't thinking. And I said, yeah, I kind of would have thought the same thing. Yeah, those things. And you never forget that. That was just crazy. And I forget how she played that off. Gotta love me for me. Yes, girl. Yes. And so Bless is laughing. And Forte said, oh no. And Liz is LOL. Yes. Yes, remember seeing them when we got wet yarn stretch. Yes. See, so you got to tell us, Becky. Yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know what kind of material. See, whoever invented, was DuPont. Whoever invented, Lycra, I think that was a boon to the swim suit industry because at least it snaps back into shape, Lycra. And it's really interesting. I had a friend who worked at DuPont, so I know all these little things. But yeah, she was talking about Lycra. And they invented nylon also for the pantyhose. But that stuff that snaps back is pretty amazing, but the way they make it is really, really kind of toxic. It's not good. The chemistry behind it's a little bit scary. But yeah, that stuff actually worked really well. But the crochet stuff is gorgeous. And I don't know, maybe if you could line it with the Lycra. But I still say cotton gets too wet and heavy, when especially if you pick cotton. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, I've been having these flashbacks. Yeah, knitting. Oh, from the 70s you are. Okay. And then Suzanne said, yeah, ocean waves can do the same even with commercial bathing suits. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. But I just remember, that crocheted stuff was really, I don't know. I mean, I think it's good to wear as a cover up, you know, which there is a good pattern for a cover up. Well, it's not really pretty. I think it's Yarnspirations. Because I was in there yesterday messing around. They have a cover up, and it's like a mesh, which everybody makes those. I mean, it's not that deep, but I saw a little cover up they put it out as a new pattern. And then what else did they have? I saw a couple of patterns yesterday because I think Liz started me shopping. Liz. It's Liz's fault. But anyway, there it is. So I did a row, or I got about 2 rows of that done. Yep, so that's looking okay. Oh, Rosalie made that cover up. I figured. Yes. And right, and then so blessed, that's correct. Yep. Maybe it's just for those that hang out in the same, right, like no real swimming. Yes. Which I thought was so funny. But yeah, but my sister's friend, yeah, I don't know what she was thinking. But anyway, here's the hat. And I gotta continue. But there's the first row. And it's not twisted from what I can see. Let me pull that back a little bit there. Yes, that's looking pretty good. But this color, this is the part of the hat I'm not that fond of this color. I wish it started with the purple, closer to the face. But see, it's funny how, yeah, I guess you have to sort of plan how these are going here. But yeah, hold on, there's the colors there. And this is a little bit of a marled color there, which is pretty cool. It's got a little bit of the orange, or the rust and the purple. And then purple. Then it goes to the purple and the chartreuse, I guess is what that is. Yeah. Okay. And Brian Lynn's saying, oh, Liz make a bag. Oh, she said it was not me. pretty. I love that yarn. So yeah, I'm loving this. So this is my new favorite yarn. Well, I've always liked this yarn. I just couldn't afford it. I mean, it's not that I can't afford it. It's just, you know, you need, like, this is I think it's 4 ounces. I think this is 4 ounces, and this is like $10. So you need at least, if you crochet, you need 2 of these for a hat. If you knit these, you can get one. Yeah, if you knit this, you can get one. And a nice medium hat. It's not a big hat, not a large hat, but you could get a beanie out of this. Yeah, which is pretty nice. But yeah, right now I'm at the, this is the, I guess the brown. I don't know if it's brown. I don't know what color that is. Cream? Yeah, self-striping. Yep. And pretty color. Thank you. Yeah, this is nice. So if you could ever catch this stuff on sale, like I said, you just would need 2. So it'd be $20 for a hat, basically. And they do put this on sale from time to time at the local yarn stores. Most of the local yarn stores, if you have a fancy one in your area, they have this stuff. And I got lucky. A lady had some of their winter, like a little bit thicker. I think it was like a 5 or a 6. This is supposed to be worsted weight, which is a 4. But they had the thicker stuff was $20 for like 600 yards, which is really, for a fancy wool, that's actually not that bad. Yeah. So I was surprised, you know. But there it is. But anyway, we made it to the hour, which was my evil plan. And, you know, definitely make sure you enjoy your, you know, day and make sure you have a positive, how to be positive and happy. And I found this from Lidl, Rosalie. Let's see. Oh, I'll read this last thing. So find your rhythm. And it says, find a piece of music that brings you joy and happiness. And it can be any genre. I'm going to take the video off of there, but so I don't get a copyright thing. But it says, find a piece of music that brings you joy and happiness. It can be any genre, any pace. All that's important is the positive feeling that it fills you up with. And it says, sitting comfortably, take your attention to your breath. Try to feel the rhythm in your breath in the music that is playing. It says, do not change your breathing to match the music. Instead, see how your breath and the music can coexist. Yes. And then it says, carry this song and your uplifting connection with it throughout the day. So if you find so that's pretty cool. Yes. Oh, here's one more. I'll do this one. I like this one too. Finding your true worth is the richest you'll ever be. Oh, yeah. And I was talking about that earlier on the live stream. The one that blew up on me, but there it is. Yeah, like being yourself, you know, enjoying your talents, sharing your talents. And once you get to this point in life, when you find your true worth, you know, things really open up for you. And that's for sure. Yes. So I like this. Yeah. So lately, like I said, I've been doing these motivational things to try to say, you know, keep it going. And I do this, you know, for people, but I also do it for myself and say, hey, let's do it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Becky's saying. So true. And don't forget to hit the thumb and subscribe. Thank you. Yes. Liz is amazing. All right, Liz, are you coming on? Or Rosie? Anybody? Let us know soon. It is early, I will say. And I understand if you don't want to do that. All right. So anyway, well, thank you so much for coming in. I'm going to wave. And peace and love. And create something pretty. And have a good day. Have a good week. And make sure you have a nice, productive week. And let us know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Jackie's saying have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you. Have a great day, Diamond Ring Girl. And let's see, I think. Oh, bye, everyone. There we go. Yeah, Becky might be a little behind. See you all later. Yep. So I'll be at Rosalie's at 7 today. 7 Eastern, 6 Central. We'll be just hanging out and creating stuff. So anyway, take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. See you, Brian. Oh, Tuber Chat. Hello. And thanks for coming in. But you have to rewind and check out what I said earlier. But anyway, thanks for coming. I really appreciate all the support. We'll see you soon. Okay. Bye-bye.